Hi, welcome to Cowtown Colorworks. My name's Lori, otherwise known as My Cat Pearl on Instagram and Ravelry. And Etsy, it's My Cat. No, strike that. On Etsy, it's Cowtown Colorworks as well. Coming to you from Columbus, Ohio. Today is Sunday, October 25th, and this is episode number 10. Heidi's unable to join us again this week, so it'll just be me flying solo. That's okay. I can chat you up. I'm a good talker. Today we're going to talk about, well, my birthday. That was on Friday. That's my cat, Wellington. Buddy. He's needing some attention right now, so he may visit us here in a minute. Friday was my birthday, and my best friends from Akron, that's north of here, Jen and Terry, hey girls, they came to see me. So we just kind of hung out. It was an amazingly needed, restful, calm weekend. We did some shopping. We did some crafting. We did some sewing, which I guess is crafting. We watched some football, my baby. And we played with my cat because that's what we do. My cat, Wellington, not Pearl. He's a boy, but that's okay. So what did I do? Well, I'll go say some crafting because it's very exciting stuff. We did the paint on ceramic mugs with the Sharpie markers, not the Sharpie regulars, but these are the Sharpie oil-based. And apparently, if you hear that, there's a ball in there. It's actually oil-based paint inside the cylinder. If you're a product of the 80s, you remember paint pens. I love them. And you push, the paint comes down, and then you color. Apparently, we're not the only ones doing it because Joanne Fabric was pretty much out. But we did get a little variety pack here with some pastels. And then they also sell them individually. So we got a couple blacks just because you need black to decorate apparently. So I decided I wanted to do a candle holder. That's my last name's initial, since my first name is Lori. So I decided I needed an S. I'm going to see if you can see it real close. But those are I used a little stencil, put some polka dots around it, and then some colored stripes around the edges. I'm not sure which is up. I don't know what's an S. I don't know if there's a up or a down. Anyway, so I did a plate, and then we did mugs. And this was my mug. I did a cat face and a little mouse. And it's super cute because when you drink, you look like it's your cat face. It's totally cute. And the pink held up pretty well. It's coming off very muted on the screen. Let me see if I can get it closer. There we go. And then my little mouse. It's very bright. It's a neon pink for the nose. Let me see if this looks a little brighter. No, it's still very muted. It's very, let's see, I have some better light over here. No, very pink. So we did that. I read several Pinterest posts on how to do this because I know originally people were using the regular Sharpies. They were washing off. Didn't want to do that. So I found a post that a woman went to a lot of trouble. She took a mug. She divided it in 4 sections. She did the same little design out of every color. And then she baked it at 250, at 350, at 450, 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour. And it was her determination that 250 for 2 hours didn't affect the color, but made the paint stick. So that's what we did. We put it in a cold oven, put the temperature up to 250, let it come up, cooked it for 2 hours, and then turned the oven off, and I just left them in there all night to cool. And when we came down this morning, they were done. And I don't know. I mean, I haven't washed them other than like a little soap and water so I can have some tea tonight. So we'll see. I mean, the plate, there shouldn't be an issue because I'm honestly just going to burn a candle. Like, I just want to put a big old candle in the middle and use it to catch the wax. The mug, we'll see. If it holds up, I think this would be a totally fun Christmas present. I love giving cookies for the holidays, and I would totally buy some big white plates, do some personalization, maybe in red, green, gold, who knows, around the edges, fill it with cookies, and pass it off with some care instructions for the plate, just like I would my knitting. Don't, hand wash. If they have kids, it would be a great cookie plate for Santa. whatever, you know, I'll do all different designs. This is very personal for everybody that I give cookies to, which I think will be really fun. And the plates are super cheap. I got these at Big Lots. I think the plate was $1.50 and the mug was $2.50. And it's a super giant mug. Like, it would be fun for soup even. Oh, ooh, that would be fun. Do a big mug and then put like a cello bag of a soup mix in it. Like instead of a mason jar, do a mug and then a big old spoon or something attached to it. Oh, that would be fun. And then the directions written on it. So that was our crafting, and then I made them their very own project bags, but not for projects. Jen, she wanted Star Wars, so we did her Star Wars bag, and she does a lot of the mandala and the Zen coloring and Zen doodle, and we made her a pencil bag and a big bag so it would hold her books. And then Terry needed a bag for some of her stuff, and we made hers larger with a zipper. I think more along the lines of this size, and with a nice wide bottom on them with the zipper. And it was just something that, you know, they could. Sorry, my computer decided it was going to run a scan, but we'll stop that. Just something, you know, I wanted to make for them, and we all went shopping, picked out the fabric, so it was a lot of fun. I love going to Joann's, where we ended up getting it. That was fun. Okay, so what am I working on now? Not a whole heck of a lot, I won't lie. With my mom's, she has cancer and totally treatable, but she has to have some treatments. So we go every day, Monday through Friday, to the James Cancer Hospital here in Columbus. Very lucky that we have this hospital here. I mean, amazing people. The treatment has been wonderful and top notch, you know, cancer hospital and research. But it's every day. So when I leave work, I pick her up, we go to the James, she has her treatment, and we come home. I try to get her some dinner, and then it's time to go to bed to do it again the next day. So I don't got a whole lot of knitting done, but I've got some. So I'll show you where I'm at. Right now I'm working on my little cousin, she's 8, asked me for some leg warmers. And how do you tell an 8-year-old that they can't have leg warmers, please? And I have this yarn. And she's a bright, glittery kid. And this is Pattern DK Superwash that I bought to do some test dyeing on. And this was one of the colorways I came up with. No name to it. It's literally magenta, sunny yellow, and a key lime green. It's a little bright for winter, but trust me, she can pull it off. She can rock the brights, and she loves bright colors. So I don't even know if I showed this before, because this will be like the 4th, maybe 5th time I've cast it on. But the first time I cast on 60 stitches, and these are size, I think US 8s. Let's see. There really is no pattern. Yeah, these are US 8s, 5 millimeters. Clover, just your standard wooden double points. Cast on 60, it was becoming way too big. She's 8, so I didn't want to, you know, make them too big. So then I tried down a couple needle sizes and different things. They were too small. My concern is that I really want them to fit over jeans, like a skinny jean or leggings, whatever she wants to wear, and have them look, you know, they need to look bulkier. So I put them back on the 8s, and then I did 45 stitches. And this is just 2-inch, maybe 1.5 inches of some 1x ribbing. And I feel like there's plenty of give here. And if, you know, she can get them over some thicker pants. And then I'm just doing some straight knitting. I think about 8 inches. She's short, so almost little people are, but she might be extra short. Cute as a button, but maybe extra short. So just doing some knitting around. And then I will go back to the 1x1 to bind off, do a matching bottom, so she doesn't have to really worry about, you know, what's up, what's down. She's 8. Simple. And I'll test the other one on. Hoping to have them done by Thanksgiving, but we'll see. So it's just some fun. And I like the pooling of it. It's a little rough yarn. It's not something I would want, you know, around my neck for a scarf, or maybe even, I think I want a hat, maybe some mitts out of this type of yarn. But for leg warmers, excellent. Maybe I'll put some beads. I don't know, maybe I'll do something after, or some buttons on them for something fun, some sparkle. So that's what I've been kind of working on at my lunch break at work. I really right now just need some mindless knitting, and this fits the bill. This is the bag I made over the summer, one of my prototypes. And I love this fabric. It's totally cute, and I have a little cat Little black cat with a pink bow. I might be slightly obsessed these days with black cats. You'll see in a minute what I'm talking about. And then in my Halloween bag, I'm still plunking along on my grandfather vest by Veronique Avery from the Knitting 24/7 book. So working on that. And I don't need the pattern at this point because there's really nothing to do. And I'm only really, I don't think I grew much since the last time I showed you, but I'll show you now. I do need to put a marker on here just to kind of progress, you know. I'm not loving these needles, which is kind of a problem for me, and I'm waiting on my Chai Goose, the red lace that I ordered to come in. So I do a little bit, but it really is hurting my fingers. I'm having to really push the yarn. It's very grabby on these. And these are the Chai Goose Bamboo, size US 3s. And the tip on the wood chipped on one, so it's kind of getting grabby. I'm just really unhappy with them. So I'm waiting for the other ones to come in. What's on here? Oh, this is my little crab. Oops, I don't want to drop my stitch marker on my tea. But there we go. It's a little, that's clear. Just a little crab, a little beach crab. And that's in my, I was looking at this because I have the pattern, but I don't really know what this is for. Oh, it's a sweater that Heidi sent me free from Barocco. Super cute. I might do that. It's a knit in one piece, seam it together kind of thing. And this also has a different black cat on it with a little charm. And then some boo just for my zipper pull. And another prototype bag. I really do a lot of prototype bags because if I feel like it's not something that I want to sell, you know, if there's an issue in the binding, or maybe if it's not what I consider perfect or acceptable, then I keep them and I just use them. Fine with me. I don't have a problem with that. I've been working on this for a long time, kind of at a standstill. Part of me said, use up all the yarn, don't stop. But I really think it's going to be, a cowl that I'm going to wrap around. So now I have to kind of decide, this is a double wrap. So I do need a little more, it's kind of choky. So I do need a little more growth to it, but I don't know that I want to do a full-on 3 wrap. So we'll see. So it's kind of just sitting here while I think on it. I love the yarn. I just love the colors. And it's showing up pretty darn close. It's called Fog from Knit Picks, and it's in the Chroma worsted. It's a single ply yarn, and it just kind of gradients through the shades of gray and a little brown in there. And it's totally, it's totally in my, actually back here it's really good, in my colorway. I mean, I really like earth tones, especially in the winter time. And I am consciously avoiding black. Says the girl wearing the black and gray t-shirt. It's not that I'm like uber obsessed with black, but I've spent a lot of years hiding behind black. I'm not a small girl, never pretended to be one. I have recently, in the last 5 years, lost a considerable amount of weight, and I just want color in my life. So that was my thing. I'm just gonna stop. Sorry, my hair is crazy today. I'm gonna stop hiding behind the black. I want to wear color. So, the mouse, perfect. And okay, another one. This is not even a real knitting bag. This is the Drakenfall. I don't know how to say it. I wish I could speak other languages, but I challenge enough with English, to be honest with you. Drakenfels. I'm going to pretend that I know how to say this. German. I bought this on Craftsy. It was a kit. They did not have the yarn. They were out of stock in the kit. And so I went and just bought some yarn. It calls for DK. And I don't know if it's just here at my local stores or if it's a normal thing. But DK weight is very hard for me to find locally. Now, I don't have a local yarn store on my side of town. Columbus is a pretty big spread out city. I live on the east side. Our store that we did had closed. There's a couple in town I have gone. I just was in a hurry. So I went to Joann. I got, and by hurry I mean I was impatient. I think I bought, this is the baby yarn section. But I'm doing mine, and it's a asymmetrical shawl. And this is on my Addie's. I don't remember the size. Bad pod pastor. But I'm doing mine, and I'm going to do it back here because I seem to get a better coloring. It's black, gray, and red. So I did the black and the gray section, and then the red, black up to here, red. And then I'm in the section here where it's going to be all red for a while, like 22 rows of just all, 22 bumps, so 44 rows of all red. And then I'll go back into a couple rows of the gray. And there's a really interesting detail in here, which I like a lot. Excuse me. And there'll be one more of this section at the bind off. And so I'm really close to being done. It's very Black Eyes. If you don't know, I'm a pretty big Black Eye fan. I love my Scarlet and Gray, but I like to have other, more fancy Scarlet and Grays. So I'm working on this. It's very squishy yarn. It's very soft yarn. I wish I could remember what it is, but I just don't. Ann Getty's is coming to mind, but I think that was the gray and the red. I'm not sure about the black. But yeah, no. It's soft. It's squishy. It's going to be very warm. And winter is coming. So we should all be prepared and warm. That's all how I feel about that. So this needs to come back out. It needs to be something I get off these needles. It's been on here entirely too long. And I want it to be finished. Well, I can use it this winter. So that's a goal. And the last thing that I've been, okay, I'm not going to lie, this has been in timeout because I can't go on the cruise. And these were supposed to be cruise socks. And since I can't go on the cruise, I'm kind of like, oh, bad things. I'm kind of bummed out about that because it was going to be a Dr. Seuss at sea. And we were going to do the breakfast and all that. But anyway, anywho, I made some Dr. Seuss socks. Let me see if I can pull back here and see if that color picks up. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a turquoise. The bottom is a little darker than it's showing up here. And then red and white stripe. Which I feel like these could really go for anything. Christmas socks. They could be, because the old-fashioned blue and the Christmas stuff. And then the red and white stripes, of course. And this is some yarn that I dyed up myself to practice doing some self-striping. But I also wanted these for the cruise. Not to wear on the cruise. I was going to knit them on the cruise. So I've got this sock here. And I do knit tandem. So now I'm working on just kind of catching them up. I don't really have a rhyme or reason. I just go back and forth. I'll knit on one for a while to get some good progression. And then flip back over. I normally, and this is just a vanilla sock 2x2 ribbing. I normally do my cuffs on both. And then start. So I do the first cuff, stop. Do this one. I added the yarn for the white and red, and then I just start knitting. And I usually get to the heel turn or to the heel flap, stop, catch the other one up. So I don't, I may intermingle at this stage, but I wait to get to the heel flap. I wouldn't do a heel flap today and then move on. But that's my own little OCD crazy, so take it for what it's worth. But I'm working on these two socks, which I think are going to be totally fun when they're done. And this just goes back to being my purse knitting once I'm, back and able to knit a little more and kind of my life gets back in order. Oh, this one goes with the scarf. So that's my current projects. I am going to be casting on here shortly a Christmas shawl. I want it like nice, thin. It's going to be sock weight, red, white, and green. I love Christmas. I love the holidays. I'm not going to lie to you. I love them. And I really want a scarf to wear. A shawl to wear for the holidays. And I am going to see The Grinch, the musical. It's coming to Columbus. I'm so excited. The Saturday after Thanksgiving. So I'd love to be able to wear it because it's going to be mostly green and, the Grinch ball. So I'm excited about that. But we'll see. I mean, my time is just kind of crazy. So we'll see. So while we were shopping, my friends know me very well, got me a gift card to Joann, which was very exciting. And we were shopping for fabric so I could make them bags. This was not a me shopping trip. This was a Jen and Terry shopping trip. But I found the most fabulous sewing box. I don't have a sewing box. I find that very strange. I don't, but I needed one. So, along with my slight obsession, it's the Black Cat sewing box. And this thing is pretty darn hefty in size. I didn't measure it, but it's pretty big. It's padded. It's your standard, plastic shelf for scissors, stuff. And it's pretty deep inside. Hold on my threads. And it's all color coded because that's very important. A little pin thing up here and some pockets up here. Now, they were pricey. I'm not going for Joann. That was expensive, but it was regularly priced, not on sale, so I was able to use my 60% off coupon on it and scored this, which I just think is fun. It makes me happy to look at, and I do have a black and white cat, the one that was yelling at me a minute ago. Because he apparently didn't have enough attention when everybody in my house was loving on him all weekend long. But then to go with it, because this is just how I roll, it's a pink cushion. I'm not going to lie, it makes me feel a little voodoo-like, but it's so stinking cute. It is so cute. It's going to probably turn into a for looks pincushion. It's not weighted. I guess it is weighted, but it's very light and it's very tippy. So we'll see. But for now, it makes me happy, and it's so stinking cute. She's wearing a little necklace, and it's a for real little necklace. Like, there's beads involved here. It just cracks me up. So it made me very happy. So I got that. Then we got the markers, like I said, and some fabric. And we just had a good time laughing, giggling, being silly, because that's what we do at the store. Now, what's going on in Columbus? It's getting cold. I think the last warm spell that we had last week, it got up into the high 70s. I think it even hit 80 one day. It's over. It's 50 degrees. The high this week is going to be 60 something. And then we're going to go downhill from there. But that's okay. It's the end of October. I'm okay. I'm okay with the weather changing. I want to get my knits out. I want to wear my shawls. I did wear one the other day to work because it was going to be like 50 something. And unfortunately, they still have the air conditioner on in my office. Hopefully they turn that off soon. So I'm basically freezing to death at work. Now, come wintertime, they crank the heat, so I will burn up. But there's nothing that can be hoped for it. I don't feel that there will be any more trips, yarn for us this year. As far as like festivals, things like that. I think I'm done. I've got the holidays coming. I mentioned I love Christmas because I love Christmas, and I cannot wait to start. I actually did start. I'm lying. I started Christmas shopping already. It's fun, and when I see things that I know somebody would love, I just pick it up because that's how I roll. And I just want to. I like to purchase gifts for each person that I know that they would like. So that was important to me. But now, while I was at the fabric store on a shopping trip, I digress. But I sent 2 little bobbins in London-ish area, a prize. So I sent actually two bags. This was one of them. And I don't know if I have the other one. I do. I have one more of the other one that I sent to her. This was one with the chicks on it. And then I sent some coordinating yarn and some stitch markers for a prize, and then for her to obviously have one for herself, which I think was totally fun. It's this little package. I love sending things to people. But anyway, so I had a few requests for this fabric, and I honestly went back to the store several times and could not find it because it's summer. It came out the really beginning of summer, and it was at Joann Fabric, and they were even out of stock online. Then I found a yard that I had, or half a yard, and I sent that off. I think I found a yard because I sent off a half a yard, and I made a couple bags, and that somebody had requested from me special order, and I sent those off. And I was like, okay, well, I'm down to like scraps, so I'm going to incorporate them into a bag of some sort because I love this fabric. I love the dog on there and the canoe, the lake life with the old-fashioned camper. I mean, it's just so fun. This is so summer. The big old fish. I mean, it's just summer fun at its finest. I like the colors. I also dyed up some yarn to match. But the point is that I found a small amount left at my local store. I found a yard of this fabric. So I have emailed, I've already contacted the one other person that had requested, asked me if I had any more of this fabric for some bags, and I let her know that because at first I said no, and I would let her know if I found any. I didn't think I had any, and then I found it somewhere where it probably shouldn't have been, which is why I couldn't find it. But I emailed her and let her know that I did indeed have some more. I picked up another yard, probably the last of it that they had, and then I could make a few more bags. So if I hear back from her, then I will, let her pick what she wants. And if not, I'm going to make up a few. Maybe, I might wait till next summer. It does feel like a summer fabric to me, but obviously it's fun. And if you camp and you canoe and kayak and go to the lakes, it's fun. And it's fun to have a bag for your hobby. So I'm open to doing special requests. Just contact me and let me know. If not, I may sit on it till I do my next large bag update. And then I found some white holiday fabric. I have some holiday bags coming. I have them all sewn. These are zipper bags. And I have them all sewn and almost ready to go. I just need to do the corners, turn them, and finish the inside, and then they'll be ready to go up. I just didn't put them up yet because I feel like maybe just a tad early, although I'd have my house decorated if I could. So I found some fun other holiday lined, more winter themed. It's a white on white, so I could show you, but you really wouldn't see it. With white snowflakes, so it's fun. I love that white on white fabric for the liners. My 4th of July bags had white with little white stars inside, so it's just fun. It's like a little detail, but you can still see inside the bag. Anyway, but I did do a small-ish update, maybe like 11 or 12 bags. I can show you what I put up. This is cats playing with yarn. Oh, totally obsessed with cats, apparently. With some black. These are Rogaine, and this is lined. I don't know if I can get the sparkle. It's white with, I think you can see a little bit there. Yeah, a little bit of a silver sparkle. Put a couple of those up. I found some Walking Dead fabric, and I thought, well, the season just started, so this will be fun. Oh. And this is black with the red Walking Dead and the red Rogaine ribbon. I got that ribbon twisted inside there. And these have the hook on the side, not a hook, a loop. And then you can attach like progress keepers or a little charm, the little round charms that can hold your stitch markers outside the bag. So if you need them, it's just I like this idea of a convenient place to hang them, so I'm not digging through the bag or having to always carry a Notions container. And this is just unbleached muslin, cream colored on the inside. I try to stick with the light linings, although some bags I have, one in particular does have a dark lining, but I just thought it was fun. And then this is red and black Walking Dead, and these, I don't know if you can see, but there's zombies on there. And it's just fun. Halloween time. And again, this has the black Rogaine ribbon, and I do melt the ends so they don't fray with the solid unbleached cotton on the inside in there. Let me see if I can get a shot of the inside. I don't really know why you want to see the inside, but if you do, just kind of, it's a very, very basic, small. They're 9.5 by 10 inches. Perfect for chew socks. I tandem knit socks, as I mentioned, and that's perfect. Or even a small shawl. And then this fabric is just dying for this fabric. It's red and gray and white, and they are sheep knitting. They're knitting sheep. And they are knitting socks and mittens and scarves, and it is adorable. And it's a nice like white background, and these are lined with the white with the silver glitter, a little sparkle, and they're red. Again, the red Rogaine, and these also have the loop on the outside and the little label. They all have I got new labels, learning to sew them in, so I had a few mishaps, but I'll fix those other ones. And then these are my Buckeye bags. This is one set. I've got 3 patterns of Buckeye fabric. I'm not feeling like it's going to be a huge Etsy seller for the knitting community. If you're not from Ohio or an Ohio State fan, I don't know that you're, completely enthused about these. But the local craft store or knit quilt store that Heidi does knitting classes at, and then we sell some stuff there. I definitely will be able to, and I will make some more and put those over there very soon because it's Christmas shopping time, and these I think will be fun. Not necessarily just for knitting, honestly. I made my mom one. She uses it for makeup. I made my niece one for with a zipper, and she puts like her school supplies in it. She's a teacher, so she got Dr. Seuss. But you can put your kids' toys in here. Honestly, a snack bag. They're just nice little bags that you just draw the strings up and you can throw them in anything, and they're soft and squishy enough. And then I only have one of these. The other one I need is one that I need to fix. Let me fix that ribbon. But this is, there we go. 'Twas the Night Before Christmas is written on it. And then it's more vintage looking Christmas trees. And I thought it was cute. And it's like on a creamy color background. And again, this has the white with the glitter in the middle. So these are 15, I think. I'm not sure. I have to check. And this one also has the label and the thing. So, I mean, that's what's up right now. There might be a couple Halloween bags, I think, left. I just shipped out a couple bags this week. But I thought I would give you a little update of what's going on in the Etsy shop. That's just what I do. But time to roll. It's Sunday night. I have to get ready for work tomorrow. Have a great week. See you in a couple. Bye.